Hey everybody, Keith Wilson at the Trombone Shop at Trent Music back with another accessory review for you. Specifically today, we're going to look at a brand new gig bag option from Protec. So we know Protec, of course, as a case maker, accessory maker. We loved Protec cases in the shop. They continue to make really great products, continue to be doing some really nice innovation, and at a good price. You get a lot of value for what you pay for their products. So we've seen, we love their hard cases, the contour cases, the iPack cases, and they certainly do have some gig bag options as well. Now, in the past, their original kind of gig bag offering, going back about 5 years or so, these were, fairly inexpensive. They were okay bags, but they really weren't all that great. I really, suggested them mostly just for actually storing the instrument in. I wasn't actually doing a lot of traveling with these gig bags because they were pretty flimsy. They didn't have a lot of protection. Now, Protec's made a lot of changes. About 3 years ago, they introduced their Platinum series of gig bags, which they have for trombone, actually for euphonium, tuba, horn, and I love these cases. I think they're super well designed. I think they're a great value. But about a year and a half ago, they came out with their Explorer series of gig bags. They started off with tenor trombone, trumpet, and now we have a brand new bass trombone offering in the Explorer series as well. And the whole idea behind the Explorer series is to still have a cost-effective option, a little bit pared down design, although as you'll see when we go through, there's still a lot of features in these cases, but still offering a good amount of protection for the price. So we're going to take a look today at the Explorer bass trombone bag and see what we've got going on with it. All right, so the Explorer bag here, just like with the tenor trombone, uses what they call a 600D nylon fabric here. So very similar to the Cordura fabric that you see a lot of gig bag makers using. I would say, and they say that this is supposed to be puncture resistant, cut resistant, very much like the Cordura is here. So like the Tenor Explorer bag, it does have an external pouch here for the hand slide. Now, of course, one of the things we want to pay attention to with bass trombone is the width of this, because of course bass trombone hand slides oftentimes can be wider than even the tenors. And as you can see, I've got a fairly large hand slide in there, and it fits very comfortably. Now, of course, with gig bag designs, we always want to be thinking about, especially the protection of the hand slide, probably more so than anything else. I think these bag cases do a pretty good job. It does have, I would say, they use 20 mil thick padding all around the instrument. In addition to that, I would say there's about a 1/4 inch piece of plywood inside here as well that is giving you some extra security as well. Now, top and bottom, you do have just the 20 mil padding here. So would we like to see a little bit more padding around the top and bottom for that? Because, of course, we could get impacts that way. Yes, but I think it does do a nice job of protection, especially compared to their previous offering, which was just a thin piece of plastic protecting the hand slide. We're obviously dealing with a different scenario here. So we can see we've got a handle up on top here. We do have what they call a subway handle here, which is very nice on the inside. And one of the things I always look for with bass trombone gig bags is how is the, a large valve section going to fit inside. And this is something I think this case does really well. So you can see in here, I put one of our dual axial flow setups, which are going to be most often the widest setup we have to deal with. In other words, we need the most amount of room inside, and this fits inside very comfortably. We can see inside there's plenty of room for the bell. This will fit, I'd say, very comfortably up to a 10.5 inch bell without a problem at all. On this side here, on the front, they have what they call a puncture resistant disc. And this is one of the things I wish these cases did better, is to give better protection for the bell, because there is some flex on this disc. I haven't had a chance to pull this apart. It's not really accessible like this board is here, but if I had guessed, the flexibility of this makes me think that if it is plywood, it's very thin, it may be plastic. So I wish it did have a little bit more stiffness there, especially to help prevent downward impact of the bell section. with that. But now, all of that being said, there is a lot of padding here. So if there is an impact, that padding is going to be resisting against it. And of course, there is 20 mil padding all around the outside here. And like I said, it does really fit that valve section very, very comfortably. It's not squeezing on anything. I feel really good about that. On the other side here, we do have built-in backpack straps, which are quite nice, and it does come with a shoulder strap as well here, and it does have music storage inside. Now, with the previous version of this, with the tenor bags, all it had was just the pouch here. They have added in this additional pouch system here with the pencil holder and a couple of pouches for your mouthpiece, cleaning supplies, all of that, all included here as well. When it comes to cases, I like to say you get what you pay for. There's a reason why these cases that are $400, $500, $600, $700 or more are priced the way that they are. Sure, part of it is portability, it's design, it's the quality of the construction, and it's the protection. All of this has to roll in together here. All of that being said, I think these are a really great value for the price. Now, you have to weigh the amount of protection versus the price. Would I put a $6,000 or $7,000 bass trombone in here? I'd have to think about it. Anyway, it wouldn't be my first choice because I think it does do a good job, but I have a few small issues with it. In particular, the protection of the hand slide, the protection of the bell. I wish it was just a little bit more. Now, all of that being said, if I didn't have a $6,000 or $7,000 bass trombone, if I had a I had a less expensive instrument, if I had one I wasn't as concerned about keeping in pristine condition, and I needed a cost-effective gig bag, or frankly even like a backup gig bag or something like that, I really like these. Again, I think it's another example of the innovation that Protec has been doing. I think they make really great products. I think this is really well designed. Frankly, overall, I think it fits the bass as well as almost any other gig bag on the market right now. I think there's obviously growth room there, so you can, if you have a larger bell, you can fit it all in there. And I think even, for the price, you get the backpack straps, you get the extra storage, all of that in a nice, compact, and frankly, cost-effective package. So I think there's a lot of upside for this case, and I'm really glad that they have added this bass trombone option to their library. So, hope you enjoyed the review here. If you have any thoughts or questions about the Protec Explorer bass trombone gig bag or other gig bag options, leave those below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to our channel, hitting that notification button so you can hear about when we have new videos coming out. And as always, you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So thanks for watching, everybody.